eyewitness testimonies accurate in crime cases? Imagine being in a crowded room and trying to remember every detail of what just happened. Now picture that happening during a crime scene. Eyewitness testimony is often the first piece of evidence used in investigations. It involves statements from people who say they saw a crime or the suspect. These accounts can seem very convincing because witnesses are confident when they speak. But confidence does not always mean accuracy. Many wrongful convictions have happened because of mistaken eyewitness identifications. Human memory is not like a video recorder. It can be affected by stress, fear, or even the presence of a weapon during the crime. When a weapon is involved, witnesses tend to focus on it more than the suspect's face. This is called the weapon focus effect. It makes it harder for witnesses to remember details about the person they saw. Memories can also be influenced after the event by leading questions from police or new information learned later. This is known as post-event information. It can change what a person remembers or believes they saw. Another problem is the cross-race effect. People tend to be less accurate at identifying individuals of a different race or ethnicity than their own. This can lead to misidentification, especially in diverse communities. Data shows that mistaken eyewitness identification is a leading cause of wrongful convictions. Many people who spent years in prison were innocent but were identified wrongly by witnesses. DNA evidence has proved this in many cases, showing that physical evidence is often more reliable than human memory. However, not all eyewitness testimony is unreliable. When witnesses are very confident at the time of identification, and proper procedures are used, their statements tend to be more accurate. But confidence alone is not a guarantee of truth. Law enforcement has developed best practices to improve accuracy. For example, double-blind lineups where neither the officer nor the witness knows who the suspect is help prevent unintentional cues. Including fillers who resemble the suspect makes it harder for witnesses to pick out the wrong person. Recording the process and reducing the time between the crime and the identification also help. Courts are becoming more aware of these issues, some now requiring experts to explain the limitations of eyewitness memory to juries. Judges may give instructions to jurors to evaluate eyewitness evidence carefully. From a criminology and forensic science perspective, it's clear that eyewitness testimony can be useful but carries a high risk of error. Relying solely on it can lead to mistakes. Physical evidence like DNA is often more dependable. Understanding these strengths and weaknesses helps ensure fairer outcomes in criminal cases. It reminds us that multiple types of evidence should be used to build a strong case and avoid wrongful convictions.